In 2021, the Scots approached the Road Association regarding a large encroachment of gravel on their property. The gravel is also almost 4 feet high in places, and the surface material is packed hard like cement. This, in addition to the widening, has led to an increase in the speed of automobile traffic over the Scott property. Here are just a few examples of the problem the Scots face daily. Approximately 500 to 800 vehicles pass by the Scott home during any given day in the summer, and about 200 vehicles do so per day in the winter. After getting legal advice, the Scots placed 4 plastic posts to cordon off the giant bulge of gravel and to at least give pedestrians a safer place to walk. There are many pedestrians, including quite a number of children, that make use of the camp road to walk and ride their bicycles. You would think that the Road Association would be interested in the safety of all who use the road that they maintain. You may be surprised then at the reaction of the Road Association's Executive Committee. Rather than do anything to control speed, they recommended the removal of the existing speed limit signs. The association may not have the authority to enforce speed limits, but because the Scots own the roads surrounding their home and were asking for help in the form of speed control, the association certainly was in a position to remedy the speed problem that they had caused. So, what would the Road Association do? They immediately launched into a campaign of title slander, of course. In a letter to the Scots attorney, they state, "After an initial review of your statements with our executive committee and our own research of deeds and prior surveys, we find no support for these claims." Then, in a newsletter sent to all property owners, they further state, "The association has consulted with their surveyor, as well as another local surveyor, and there is no agreement on the issue of ownership." So rather than address the speed issue, they chose to attack the ownership of the property. Not wanting to pay for a survey of their own, and knowing it would not support their claims, they instead chose to appeal to the court of public opinion. They insisted that emergency vehicles would be slowed, and structures would therefore burn, and elderly residents would die. All of this despite the fact that the road is much narrower at many spots on the point. The Road Association then came out in a show of force in order to demonstrate to everyone just who is boss, trespassing and marking up the Scots property. The local police wouldn't help because they claimed that it is disputed property. As if that were not enough, the association told everyone that the Scots were preventing road maintenance. That was untrue, as their attorney had only asked that no further gravel be added without permission. The association claimed that the Scots were not giving permission for any maintenance and then refused to maintain the road for 2 years, angering many residents. Once they figured out that the police would do nothing, the minions of the Road Association went to work, while the association board and committee members kept their own hands clean. Evidently, the Scots' neighbours were motivated to get a survey in order to provide the association powers what they wanted. Anything to try to show that the Scots do not own the roads. The Prelgavisks, not realising what they did and did not own, told the Scots to stay off their property by the lake, citing the issue with the Road Association. They claimed to have been told that silence is acquiescence. They stated that until the issue with the Road Association was resolved, things would not be the same. At this point, they really did need to get a survey because the Scots asked them to stay off their property also. Property they evidently did not realise the Scots owned. So, here we have it, folks. This is how it all began. The powers that run the Road Association have acted like childish bullies, causing all manner of conflict when all they had to do was to assist a property owner with a legitimate concern. The local police are in their pocket for various reasons that would fill another series of videos. Hopefully this has been helpful, and if I have left anything out that you are wondering about, just let me know. Once again, reporting from Oakland, Maine.